You're watching Jason Nappy Weather. I'm tracking two cold fronts this week with severe weather, and then the holiday weekend where the temperature is going to go down a bit, and especially the dew point. The dew point's really going to drop in the Northeast and make it a much more comfortable holiday weekend. Humidity is surging right now ahead of these two cold fronts that are coming. A couple quick ones. Not a major severe weather outbreak expected, but there will certainly be torrential downpours and some wind. 50 to 60 mile per hour wind threat. Let's look at the surface map right now. Here is your cold front all the way from eastern Canada down close to the Gulf, really down towards Texas and Louisiana, Arkansas. Here's your warm front right here and your stationary front. This is the warm sector. This is where all the heat and humidity is right now. So this is going to push east today. This is front number one. And in that warm sector is where you've got that instability. This front right here is going to trigger showers and thunderstorms for the mid-Atlantic, the southeast, up towards New England in the next several hours today into tonight. Now, the biggest threat from this, once again, is a threat for wind damage, 50 to 65 mile per hour, and also torrential downpours. There is a tremendous amount of moisture in the atmosphere right now, up in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So these clouds and all this moisture that's available to be wrung out like a wet rag, it's going to release that. So I'm not concerned with tornadoes. There will be some wind, maybe even a downburst or two as the atmosphere releases that, as that front comes through, okay? And also I want to show you temperatures here. So this is a look at the temperature anomaly, okay, in the next few days. And look at the 4th of July. Watch what happens here in the mid-Atlantic and Northeast. This is a trough coming through, bringing the temperature and the dew point down. I'll get to the dew point in a second, right? So we're going to start off the 4th, the holiday weekend, right, on the 4th, and it looks really nice, okay? So the 4th and the 5th look really nice. Temperatures come down, and then we're going to crank up the heat. Notice here the reds. All you need to know is this means temperatures are going to be above typical, a few thousand feet up in the sky, which means there is an availability there for a lot more heat coming our way for the holiday weekend. Now, I want to show you dew points, right? The measure of moisture in the atmosphere. This is much better of an indicator of how humid it feels. Forget relative humidity for a minute here. Let's talk about the dew point. You have 60s and 70s here out ahead of the cold front that's coming through today, okay? So it will be with 60s and 70s for dew points. It's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. It's going to feel heavy, even though the air is not heavy. It's light. It's going to feel heavy because your body has a tough time sweating or cooling off, right? Anytime there's a lot of moisture in the atmosphere. Now, for the weekend, look here. You get dew points dropping into the 40s and 50s. Look at all this. That's from that trough coming through, right, in the Northeast. Now, in the plains and over towards the Midwest, that humidity is going to surge, and we'll get that here again in New England. Just watch when I put the map into motion. This is now Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday, okay, Tuesday, Wednesday of next week. We're now deeper into July, and this is a lot more of a summer pattern here. Okay, you've got a wind here July 13th and 12th out of the south, and that is full-on humidity. Dew points in the 70s, the air feeling very tropical, and that is the long-range look at things. So yes, summer, yes, the days are getting slightly shorter, but summer is not done by a long shot. We're now entering the next few weeks peak average high temperature. So even though we're losing a little daylight by seconds and minutes eventually, we are getting into peak daytime heating, okay? So now let's take a look at the forecast here in New England, northern New England, for my loyal followers there, temperatures and wind. So today, 80s. It's not going to be as hot temperature-wise, but it will feel very hot because of humidity. Tomorrow, a downsloping wind. So that's going to dry things out and warm the coastal plain up. Widespread 80s tomorrow outside of the mountains. Friday and Saturday, we cool off just a little bit. Great sleeping weather, great fireworks weather. I mean, humidity is going to drop. And then on Saturday late, and especially on Sunday, the wind's going to shift Sunday. You'll see that right here. Wind shifts out of the south and we warm right back up. 80s and 90s are coming in the forecast there. So here's the hour-by-hour forecast today, showing those showers, thunderstorms. This is not major. It's not big deal. It's not widespread. However, there will be showers and thunderstorms. And if you get caught in a downpour, it will be torrential, especially in southern Maine today and around the capital district. Here it comes, 1, 2, 3 o'clock. You see there, especially Cumberland and York counties, and then another round right through Augusta. That's later on this evening time, pushing off the mid-coast tonight. It's not going to be until after midnight that this area, these green blobs, are going to clear off the coast. So it will be, if you get caught in one of these, a torrential downpour situation that is coming where you could be. So just be advised of that. It's no need to worry, no need to have really a severe weather plan, but watch out. It only takes one downburst and you could bring down some power lines. You could certainly have some damage. So watch out. No tornadoes, but it is a wind damage threat. A downburst, an isolated burst there of wind of 50 to 65 miles an hour, and the torrential downpours. Now, the reason why we're not going to have a big severe weather outbreak is because look at the cloud cover. We need sun to destabilize the atmosphere. We don't have a lot of that, if any at all. So we'll get some breaks, but really it's 2 rounds of thunderstorms coming through today and Thursday. Opportunity for them to be low and severe, and then the 4th of July weekend plans. I just touched on that. We'll get into it now as I show you the 10-day forecast in more detail. Here it is for the mountains, Tuesday, July 1st. So today, 76, a few scattered thunderstorms. Wednesday, we clear out. Humidity goes down a little bit, but really I'm going to keep it relatively high. And then Thursday, it surges again. For the 4th, the mountains, I put a few showers. Everyone else will not see rain Friday. Don't expect that for the most part. Saturday and Sunday, we start to warm up, especially Sunday into next week. Heat and humidity and the pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Now, inland, we're going to cook. 88 Wednesday after the rain gets out of here today. Humidity comes down a notch, allows temperature to go up even more. 85 Thursday, some very late PM thunderstorms. There is a small opportunity for them to be severe. The 4th looks amazing. 83 Saturday, Sunday 88. 90s are back next week with your showers and thunderstorms popping up during the afternoons, midday, anytime we have that summertime pattern, and we're all in it in July. 82, 83, 80 at the coastline. Friday and Saturday look amazing. Humidity surges on Sunday, and then here come those afternoon thunderstorms. These are not all-day washouts. None of this is an all-day washout. Don't cancel your plans. Could even get our first dry weekend at the coastline statewide. We'll see in a long time. We'll see how it pans out, but right now looking pretty good. So you can go to jasonnappyweather.com for the latest forecast and check out my weather blog there.